Hello everybody, Gerone Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my YouTube Geronification channel. Okay, here on YouTube. And let me see if I can adjust this light here. Take that up like so. Like that there. There you go. What we have here, I've been requested by a YouTube member to decode the Voynich manuscripts. This is the Voynich manuscripts. And I accepted the challenge because this is one of our world, as I always do sometimes, and for my viewers. And this manuscript, what I found to be impressed about with this manuscript is that this is considered to be on our world's top 10 list of world mysteries, unsolved mysteries that seem to baffle scholars and educators and experts globally. Um, when I'm drawn to something, I draw my attention and I focus in on it through my paranormal experience and encounter, which is genuine, people. When I focus in on it, what happens is it gives me the insight on how and what these things actually mean. I've actually looked at the text and and almost convinced myself that I could read this text. And I looked at it and I started to read and to go in there, and then I blanked myself away. But it was almost as if I believed in myself that if I studied this text long enough, I would actually know what it means. But anyway, what happened what threw me off of the text though is as I was staring at the image, I knew what this was. To everyone, this looks like vegetation, looks like a plant. To me, as soon as I looked at this, the first thing that came to my mind was embryos, microorganisms, and but everything, and it just came to me that it was something far more beyond that. I looked at these as being like stem cells, and it makes for better sense if you think about it. Because think about this for 1 minute. What meant more to our ancestors than who they genetically were? I mean, look at this image. Who would put a plant like this with little bulbs on the end? And actually, the bulbs are actually different. Let's see if I can lift that up a little bit. They're actually, let's see if I can get that up. They're actually different. And then have the plant come and well, not the plant, the tree, this stem come up further, and then there. Let me add this for instance. You know that that stem cells, this is what I'm calling these stem cells and embryos. You know they grow like trees, and this is why this is in my position, branching off in this direction, and it's showing you from stem cells, embryos, a tree of life, a new stem cell was created. And this is what this is all about. Now, I want to show you what lends to everything that I'm actually stating here. Here's another image. People, we know that there is no vegetation that man is dealing with that is like this. Again, here, look. Look at this. Again, look at how, if you want to call these leaves, because I'm not calling them leaves, how these actually look like microbic a micro life with legs plugged into, stemmed off of original sources. These are cells. And this is what this is describing. This is not a plant. This is showing stem cells with everything that I'm describing. New genes that were created. And this person had the understanding of these creations. Now, I'm going to show you some more. I'm going to come back to all of this, but I'm going to show you another picture. In that same book, the Voynich Manuscripts, what lends to everything that I'm actually stating is how in the world can you have plants that have nude women hold on, because I'm gonna go and describing all of these to people as being described. Now, it's always been my position that these images represent genetic bridging. It's my position that is showing you through a process of chemistry, a breakdown of genes. New genes are being created, and it's showing you how it's being done, and that's what's being described here. It's my position that these earlier images are similar to when we see images like these here, readable images. You see those women laying around the water? You see that? There's nothing medicinal about this here. This artist here captures, and is this titanium? I think this is titans. It's showing you through the reproductive organ of the female how there's alterations. Here's a close-up on that. I made highlights on this. Actually, I'm going to be doing a video on this here as well too. But notice how in this image, and the hair and the jeans, there's an image of an ape. I highlighted it there for you. And there's other highlights as well too. So notice the fish there, open arm. I made these highlights. Serpent. I'm going to make a video on this, but it's my position that what this is stating right here, and which I can read, I'm going to make a video on that, is being stated in the Voynich Manuscripts. The same exact thing. Women bridged over women to break down the originating genes from which we evolved. And that's what everything is all about. Now let me show you something about these stem cells right quick. I'm going to make this video short. Let me go to here. It's my position that you see this little guy down here, this little ball, and it's got little like stems coming out of it and bulbs on the end of it. It's my position that if you reference this to cells, that they are identical to the morula embryo. This guy right here. The morula embryo. Yeah. I'm making a video there, Joe. Yeah. The morula embryo. How you doing, Joe? The morula embryo. Okay? And it's my position that this guy down here is a cell. And that cell can be identified to the morula embryo. Those little stems that come off that bulb, it's my position because it looks like a raspberry or like a like a raspberry. It looks identical to what a raspberry is. And it's my position that that can be identified to that. I'm going to give you another picture of that. And let me go to this side here. Oh gosh, I'm going upside. I don't know if I can get it over there. Here you go, right here. Here it is again here. Almost like a soccer ball. Look at that. It's the same identical object with those little bulbs coming off of it. So you Google the Voynich Manuscripts, and then you go to the medulla of whatever this damn thing is called, embryo. and that is here, the morula embryo, and that is right here. Now, I've identified this stem cell, this down here. Now, what happens from that? You know what this is showing us? From this seed of life, right there. You see these little objects from that seed of life. Down here, new roots of life, branches were branched up. I did not identify these, and I did not identify these. However, you can find close associates. And when you look up cells, of human cells, let me see if I can, let me give you an example of actually what I've actually came up with there before I keep on going. I came up with different cells associated with the human body that can be associated, cells with the likenesses of these shapes, of these objects right here. Now I'm going to pull up another image. More so with the next image, which I'm actually going to do, which is right here. And here. These objects can be associated with the branching of the cells of the human body. And this is a, what is this called? This is a, okay, this is a fibroid. Okay, and I'm gonna show you experts and scientists, now that I point you in the direction of what that is. Experts can now take and go in and identify these objects with the cells that they are associated with. And this is my position. Now, I'm going to take you here and show you something else. Okay. Here's something else here. I've identified what this is right here. You see this organ? This is an anatomy of a female. You see these women that looks like they're taking they associate this with females taking a bath in a pool. This is not the case. I've identified what this organ is. These are veins and cutaways, and shows you the veins. It shows you an intervention, a change in what was going on. Now let me tell you what they are actually talking about, what I identified that with being. First of all, they are showing you that this is an infection right here. You know what this infection is? It's a tumor-like cyst. And you know what this is called in the body today in science? A fibroid. Okay? It is a fibroid. And it is my position that that is what that is representing. Now, you want to know what these are? This is a representation of the ovary, right here. And this leaf-like object on top, there is only one area in the body that is associated with it in this organ that I've just scenario that I just told you. There is only one thing that is, it seems like an umbrella or a flower turned upside down. And you know what that is? here, the umbrella turned upside down. This is the cap, or the upside down. This is the fallopian tube, a representation of the fallopian tube. So, what is being stated here? Well, it's my position that I've discovered that this artist knew through the introduction and the intervention of the female's anatomy, the reproduction system, that this cyst would form. And through that cyst, a change came. I'm going to show you this here. I found online the exact image, matching image to this. And it's going to just absolutely blow you away. You see this fibroid right here, this tumor, with these females in it, so they call them bathing in it. Here it is right here. The exact image. Look, I'm gonna have to, because it's not wide enough. I'm gonna go over. Here it is right here. It's a fibroid. Now, oh, can I turn it this way? There you go, right there. The fallopian tube, and then there's the ovary. I'm gonna slide this over. I hope I'm right about this. Where we at? There. I'm gonna bring it right here. There it is right there. It's my position that split like that there. This is showing you that of the female anatomy. And it's telling you, these writings over here are describing a fibroid. This image is identical to this image. Look at the umbrella type. It's my position that that's the fallopian, and this is the ovaries. It's my position. You see those ruffles in there that make this look like a pine cone? If you come in close, look at the same pine coney image with the umbrella type on it. It's my position that this is what that is showing. These cutaways are these tubes showing you the identical same thing. And if you go down here, let me lift this up because there's an outlet on this. If you come up right here, you'll see an opening there. There's an opening there, and there's an opening there. Look at this tumor, or this fibroid. Coming in, there's a Y. The fallopian tube, the ovary. If I'm right with that, I'm almost believing that I'm right with this. I'm hoping to. I'm almost 100% sure. I'm not a scientist, people, but I'm almost 100% sure that I'm right with this. And then look at the opening here at the bottom. So you have two lines coming in and one main one going out. And the same thing that you have exactly here. Two lines coming in, branching into one, and then one main line going out. This is an organ, people, a cutaway view, and this is why this is shown like this. Look, how we would expect for a cutaway view to be of that, and this is why these lines are, look how these lines are alongside of there. It's a cutaway view of a tumor, a fibroid. These writings and this manuscript is describing a genetic intervention with that of the female anatomy. Look at the rest of my discoveries here, and this is why these women can be shown in these bizarre poses. What other reason would we have nude women dipped or immersed in a green like water or liquid facing each other, holding each other, showing you that they're bridged over each other, and then showing you lines coming in. Stages of genetic changing. It's my position that if you look at this for what it is, then the writings become simple, become decoded. When you look at this for being a fibroid, these as being the organs or the tendons or whatever you want to call them coming off of them, the veins or the arteries coming off that fibroid, and if you look at them in the sense that I'm telling you, it's my position that through the knowledge that science has of this scenario, they can understand what is actually being written and what's being said here. Now, my name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Geronification channel here on YouTube. This is another amazing video that I have. And because of a viewer that asked me and brought this to my attention, which is the Voynich Manuscripts, I was able to bring you another wonderful video. Now, if you want to understand this, it's my position that these manuscripts, through all of my other videos that I have here and the decodings that I made, is my position that these manuscripts can be read and related to my other discoveries, and through the imageries of what's being here in modern day science, which associate us with this tumor, this cyst, it describes what is going on. Taking that and take everything in totality, then this book can be translated on what was actually being said by the author of this book. Through the images, through my discoveries, and through my wonderful and amazing discovery through my paranormal experience and encounter that describes how artists encrypted their works, with how mankind was genetically manipulated, and in doing so, they furthered themselves away from, genetically, from their original ancestor, which was that of our ape and African ancestors, coming into our Asian and then our later Caucasian counterparts. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Geronification channel, and you can also catch me on Alien UFOs. I appreciate that. And do me a favor, if you appreciate my video and what I am saying, I would like to hear your feedback on this. But it's my position that that fibroid is identical to what is being shown here. There's no different. And this is no coincidence, people, because how can I be here alleging that I can read ancient artworks, and this is going on like my almost 200 plus video of showing you the same exact thing and giving you logical explanations. Here, where that umbrella at? Oh, it's over here. Logical explanations for what is being shown in these images. And nobody, no expert, has never actually put this to. There's never been an analysis of this until just now on my Geronification YouTube channel. What else was there when I wanted to show you about that? Oh, this here is, where is those trees at? I want to show you something else in those manuscripts. Do I have the picture there? Is it underneath here? Probably so. Yeah, here it is here. This here, where are they at? They're probably here. These here, also, in that manuscript, right here, do you see those little objects, those little red-like objects right there? It almost seemed to me, because I identified the other ones down at the bottom as the Marula, down here, where we at here? On the other image, the Marula. But it seems almost that here's an identification of a Marula here with the 4 bulbs in it, the red bulbs in it. Right there. You see those 4 bulbs? The Marula? And it's called something else there. The 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 tripotent morula. This is called the tripotent morula, a cell. And I'd be damned if these objects here, stem cells from this chemistry, is seemingly identical to the tripotent morula stem cells. This is not a plant, people. Look at this for what it is. And appreciate my amazing discovery. I appreciate you watching. Catch me in my next video. And again, I appreciate your comments. If you like the video, push a like, okay, and share it with someone. I appreciate, and let me know what you think about this. And amazing more videos will follow from this. Thank you.